Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, let's predict NVIDIA stock. I am a swing investor, and I will not consider the price changes of a stock 1 month later. This channel only makes short-term price predictions for stocks, usually 1 to 3 weeks. Welcome to subscribe to this channel. NVIDIA stock did not fall too much on Friday, but the stock price has fallen below the consolidation area during the session. Although the stock price rebounded to a certain height again at the close, the bears still tried to suppress the rise in the stock price, while the bulls also tried to maintain no further decline, and the forces of both sides temporarily reached a relative balance. Judging from the trading volume of the stock in the past 2 days, the market has become very cautious, and investors seem to be waiting and watching, because the company plans to announce its first quarter results for fiscal 2026 after the stock market closes on Wednesday, May 28th, and option traders expect the stock to fluctuate in both directions by about 7.85%. Through the 30-minute chart of the stock, we can see that the stock entered a consolidation trend on May 14th. Since the stock has accumulated a lot of profitable positions in the low area, it seems that the stock has felt some selling pressure above $130, and after 8 trading days of consolidation, a lot of funds seem to have flowed out of the market above $130. If the stock price rises further, the current price to $137.40 is a tough nut to crack. There is a difference of about 5% in this area, and the bulls seem to have formed some resistance here. If the stock price can stand above $137.40, the next target price of the stock may be $150. Then, if the stock price falls, the support position of the stock is also very obvious. $120 is the first key support position, and $110 is the second key support position. Although the company currently has good fundamentals to support its stock price, I think there is a high possibility that its stock price will fall further after the company's quarterly earnings report is released. We can see through the position distribution data of the stock. Over the past few trading days, the stock has generated a large number of positions in the $123 to $137.40 area. The current price of the stock is at the upper end of this area, which means that the bulls of the stock have not lost their positions, but the bulls are not very willing to push the stock price up, which shows that the stock is also facing some correction pressure. Obviously, if the stock price breaks out of the consolidation area and rises further, the stock needs some catalysts. The stock is currently also heavily distributed in the $110.70 to $123 area, which means that it seems difficult for the bears to significantly lower the stock price. Of course, if the stock price is confirmed to enter a correction trend, the $123 level may also be broken, but it is unlikely to fall to $110. Futures indexes rose on Sunday night, which means that the stock market may rebound from Friday's sharp drop when trading resumes on Tuesday. President Trump revealed on Sunday that he had agreed to Europe's request to postpone 50% tariffs until at least July 9th, but the prospects for trade negotiations between the United States and other countries remain unclear. Can this postponement announcement significantly push up the stock price? I doubt it. The market has recently tended to adjust downward, but the cumulative decline is not large. At this time, NVIDIA's first quarter results will be closely watched. The market generally expects NVIDIA to earn 73 cents per share, up 16% from the same period last year. Revenue is $43.4 billion, up 66% from the same period last year. Earnings expectations have been lowered from 93 cents 60 days ago. Recently, Stifel analyst Ruben Roy reiterated his buy rating on NVIDIA's stock with a target price of $180, as he believes that NVIDIA's valuation remains attractive despite continued pressure from China's restrictions and broader macroeconomic uncertainties. Meanwhile, Bank of America analyst Vivek Arya reiterated his buy rating on NVIDIA's stock with a target price of $160. He emphasized that NVIDIA's reported sales loss in the Chinese market was $15 billion, while its revised sales forecast for fiscal 2026 or calendar year 2025 was $10 billion to $12 billion, and the market generally expected a revision of $3.8 billion, with a gap between the two. Depending on the timing of shipments in the Chinese market, this could exacerbate an adverse impact of $4 billion to $5 billion in the second fiscal quarter. This is the recent capital flow data for NVIDIA stock. We can see that the stock's daily capital flows have been net outflows since May 14th, and such a large-scale concentrated outflow of capital seems to mean that the current downside risk of the stock has increased. Although the current price of the stock remains at a certain height, the bulls may have lost the momentum for further gains, which is still seen as a negative signal. Let's go back to the daily chart of the stock. In the long run, the stock may still rise to $150 or more, but in the short term, the stock is also at risk of further decline. The stock has a large fan base and good fundamentals to support its stock price, but as analyzed above, the stock is currently facing correction pressure, and it seems to have seen signals of capital selling in the past few trading days, which is worthy of investors' vigilance. In summary, compared with the next target price of $150 for the stock, I think it is more likely that the stock will fall to $120. Once it is confirmed that the stock enters a correction trend, the $123 level should be easily broken, but it is expected that this bottom price will not deviate too much from $123. So I set the target price of the stock at around $120. Okay, guys, this is my price prediction for NVIDIA stock. Thank you for watching. If you agree with my analysis, please share and subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video.